so ridiculous. That's how you do it. Wow. If you had told me 12 years ago when I walked through these gates, when I came here for my first visit and I was arrested and busted at Jazzland.
And the gate's wide open, so I'm not busting anything. I just thought it was an urban myth you wouldn't be able to get in this place. Wow. Oh man, I would love to do a shoot here. And all of a sudden the cops come by. We're all sitting there and everything is yes sir, no sir. We did get trespassing tickets.
That I'd be back here as the official photographer in charge of archiving and saving the memory of this place, I'd tell you that you're crazy. But life can be like that. Never give up on your dreams. I come here every morning. This is my little office spot, and I work on my laptop and check light. And if it's good, the drone goes up. If it's not, then I get work done. We're sitting here at Six Flags New Orleans, Jazzland. Pretty much the most iconic urban exploration location in the United States, if not in the world.
The interesting part of the timing is we're just under a year out from the 20-year anniversary of Katrina.
Yes, less than a year.
You are this park's photographer.
So I am the only photographer for this park, correct? And you've been my faithful assistant.
Fire in the hole.
You got this short round. Come on, reach. Reach. Boom. See?
It takes long enough, a very long time to document this whole park. But at this point, you've documented the park, would you say, 6 different ways?
Yeah, like one time it was huge for me to do the FPV drone. I wanted to kind of do like the soaring over California, kind of Disney-esque kind of a thing. Then the other time it was normal drone photography and videography. Then another time it was the 360 camera and the virtual tours. Then it was, okay, landscape photography during the day, landscape photography during night. Then it was videography, then it was using sliders, then it was using the gimbals. Just so many different ways to chronicle the park before it's gone.
You have a relationship with this park.
Oh, yeah, this is my mistress, 100%.
This is not just a location. But they're also going to be able to see this the way you see it.
Right.
And it, you know, because a lot of urbexers come here, but they come in, they're just like, oh, it's cool. Look, I'm going to go climb a roller coaster. But I don't think they appreciate it in the way that you do.
I think you can try to love something, because I love this. It's what drove me to be here. Is I love this place from the first time I set my eyes on it. I really did, which is what's led to this love affair for the last dozen years. But it's just like any other relationship. You can't. The more you put into it, the more you're going to love it. And the more you put into it, the more you're going to try to protect it. I tell the team,
You talk about demolition.
Demolition. Yeah, I hate what you guys do, but I can still love you guys. And I do have a great relationship with the Demolition crew. And that's another thing is now we're talking about filming a reality TV show, and I've already created a trailer for that, and so on and so forth. But, you know, if you're a photographer, urbex, or watching this, you're like, how could you be part of a project and film the Demolition is something you love? It's happening. And Adam will be the first to tell you, I've done everything in my power through my imagery and videos and everything else to try to convince the powers that be to not take this place down. It's not happening, despite how much that pains me. What I try to do is give honor and respect to the park by trying to document it and be here when she's taken down. And I know that sounds corny, but I love this place, and it feels like it has a spirit to me. And for it to be taken down it hurts. It hurts my heart. And this carousel is probably my favorite piece of the park. This and the Ferris wheel. And when this gets taken down, and even now the vultures have come in here, people have come in here and stolen some of the panels. It hurts. I hate it. But at the same time, when they'll have to take down a ride, I'll do one of my art installations and I'll light it and put smoke and everything else to try to make art out of the destruction and the decay that's occurring.
But the thing is, like, in a way, you have saved the park. You can't look. Nothing lasts forever.
Right, that's true.
Eventually, things fall apart. You were literally saving the spirit of this place.
That's why we do what we do as photographers. We create, we capture, we document, we preserve. So those who didn't get a chance to walk in our footsteps can do so through our work.
And it's gonna last like for generations. Like, I don't think no one has any idea what's about to come out.
Right.
Like, if you're listening to this, like, you think, oh, that sounds pretty cool. You don't have a clue. This is some of the best work you've ever done.
Oh, hands down.
You know.
And the amount of terabytes of information that I've captured is unimaginable. And one of my roles as the archival photographer for Studios and Jazzland is also to try and do what I can to document the park and go in and, as an archivist would, and truly save some things. So this is the old uniform room, and there are still ponchos in the original bags unopened. That's wild. 20 years just been sitting here. As an example, you know, going in and finding old brochures, old park maps, going into some of the really dilapidated and destroyed areas that everyone else is afraid to go into, and saving these things.
The idea for the museum is for Jason to take a full-scale picture of this, and then we turn that into wallpaper. And we take one of these cars, refurbish it, and put it up against the wallpaper as is an immersive experience, if you will, you know? Get a feel for what the park once was.
As the demolition crew is going through, I'm going through and tagging things that cannot be destroyed because they need to be put into a future museum. So you are right, I'm doing everything within my power to try and save the memory of this park for people in the future to know what it was like.
It's a place of wonder.
Yep.
And it's also like sort of I refer to it as a magical dystopia.
Mm-hmm.
Because like when you walk around this place, I mean, less so now that you've done all this landscaping.
Yeah.
But even with that, like, it does feel like you're walking through one of those like post-apocalyptic movies.
As is the nature with any sort of a creative endeavor, and at least the kind of creative endeavors that I undertake, there are no guarantees. Anytime you undertake something creative, you have to be ready for heartbreak. And I know that sucks, but I guess the best equation would be, it's like...
Well, art is risk.
Art is risk, but to me, art is just like falling in love. You have to be willing to get hurt if you're actually ever going to fall in love. And if you're not willing to get hurt, then you'll never fall in love, because you won't. And that's the way I feel about this park. Part of me already has my heart broken. I really hate recording myself like this, I do. But as I sit here and edit this video, I wish I could have saved this place.
New Orleans is a city of stories.
Oh! Here, I'll just have to do this.
That's cheating.
More than 95% of the cities in this country.
Right.
And this place, it's a mystery.
It is, and there's a draw. There's a siren call that comes from this place, and we're not the only two who hear it. There's a reason why people from all over the world fly here, and once they've seen it, they come back again and again and again. It's
There's a lot of stories from this place.
yeah, it's been quite a ride. My name is Jason Lanier, and I want to welcome you to Jazzland. Hey, how do I get back in, Dave? Come on. Don't do me like that. You ever had people that you kick out and then you catch them in here again? The same people?
Yep.
That's gotta piss you off.
Yep.
That's the kind of stupid stuff I would do.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you.
Only one chance to get it right. Motherfucker.